Ready. Hi, my name is Alyssa Carson. I am currently 20 years old and a student studying astrobiology with hopes of one day being an astronaut and potentially traveling to Mars one day. But I really first got interested in space when I was super young, so this has not been a new dream of mine. I got interested in space when I was just a little girl, really asking my dad questions about Mars and if space was real and all these simple things. And no one in my family really had any sort of background or interest in space or science. So I was able to start looking for things at my local library or just very locally to start learning more about space. When I was around 7, I discovered Space Camp and was able to go there for the first time and learn all this information about space that I had been dying to know. And that's honestly when I truly realized that yes, totally, space is something that I want to do and it's something that I want to work towards. And so ever since then it was maybe continuing going to Space Camp, going to other types of camps, learning about robotics, rocketry, scuba diving, anything that I thought would be anything similar to space I wanted to learn about, because I wanted to start learning those sensations early on. So I definitely realized that I was a pretty normal kid, but I had a pretty extraordinary dream, just because a lot of my other friends didn't necessarily know what they were interested in or weren't working towards their dreams as hard as I was, because I was very passionate for what I was doing. So I definitely took that to look for these opportunities and to see how much experience I could get early on. And that's definitely progressed exactly to where I am right now, is continuing to look for more opportunities while I'm also a student. So essentially what I'm doing is building a resume to eventually apply to the astronaut selection process. So trying to, of course, get my education and all that underway, but also looking for anything else to help me stand out through the application process in the future. So throughout my life, I was looking for any opportunities to get involved in any sort of training. So when I was younger, of course, I was going to Space Camp, but that was something that was open to any kid, really just an area for me to learn the basics about space. But when I was 15, I joined Project Possum, which is really where I started doing more realistic research campaigns and more like training. So Project Possum is a citizen science research organization where everyday people come together and contribute to science. So within them, I was able to do, water survival training, G-force training, work with real spacesuit and do spacesuit evaluations, learn all this information that was really relevant to what was happening right now within space. Also, learning some of these different trainings were really important to building the resume, and as I continued working towards my dreams of going to Mars, because definitely Mars is the area that we are coming up on within space. It's the next step for us, and we're looking at going back to the moon and then on to Mars, but Mars can really offer a lot of benefits of us in the long run. We are looking to go to Mars to learn more about not only Mars in terms of maybe living there one day, but also learning more about our own planet. And of course, the knowledge of space and all the science that we can gain from it, but there's also a lot of technologies and different advancements that we can learn and continue on from going to space and going to Mars. But it's definitely been something that I've had to balance with my everyday life. Currently it's been, working towards my dreams and my goals, but I'm also just a college student trying to make it through and study astrobiology. But I'm also, continuing to build that resume, because getting to Mars is the ultimate goal. So whether that is, while I'm in school, also taking space classes or looking for other opportunities. So coming up, I'll be doing another microgravity flight. I will be doing a 3 weeks at sea, doing a research analog, studying the psychology. We're doing it at sea to be able to understand, how you're away from friends and family, maybe don't have the most communication, and we'll even be doing like scuba dives to simulate spacewalks. So really trying to connect the ocean and the sea as much as possible, and kind of connect that to space in any way. And so I'm really trying to continue to do all those things in terms of building up the resume. But another big part of my life that has also been really important is just the opportunity to be able to speak and inspire other kids. It's definitely something that I did not expect to happen, but it's been really amazing to be able to share not only my story, but all the knowledge that I know about space. Space is something that I feel like so many kids are interested in, but you may not get the most information about it just because it can be kind of confusing and overwhelming to learn about. So it's been so much fun to maybe teach teach kids about, one, what's going on in space, and then also things that they're able to do, whether that's something within space or something different, but really teach them about the different opportunities. So I love being able to be that inspiration for them, and if my story is able to do that, I love being able to share it. But hopefully I will be able to take all of this to be an astronaut and hopefully make a difference within the space industry, which will hopefully make a big impact on the world.